Didn't mean to do that. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Actually, that's not the picture I meant to have this morning. That is not the thing I wanted to lead with this morning. That is not the thing I wanted to lead with this morning. I was going to go there, actually. Yeah, I wanted to go there. Because I saw this weekend, and I was like, 2:30, 6:03. No way. Good morning, everybody. So, of course, we're going to talk about some of the things that went down over the weekend, some stuff that went down last week. So we're gonna run it all down this morning. Happy Monday to you all. Let me start there to say, look, I'm trying to fix my setup here. I had some stuff that was in the way. So happy Monday to you. I hope you had a fabulous weekend. Good morning to you, Miss Chinchi. Good morning to you. I hope everybody had a great weekend. The weather was really good, at least in my area. Hey, Kiera, good morning to you. Hey, Trucker Boy, good morning. So at least in my area, weather was decent. It was nice. We had some good weather. So I was happy about that. So let me tell y'all some of the goings-ons that I wanted to talk with y'all about. First, let's start with this. Hold on, let me put up the thing that we looked at last week, because this okay, I wanted to pull this up again because I don't know if some of you saw the video that I had put up the other day. Yeah, I put it up yesterday. This chlorospore outbreak is bigger than Taylor Farms. It's bigger than Taylor Farms. This is not just a Taylor Farm issue. Okay? You saw that neck gina? I'm going to put it back up here. I just wanted to mention this piece. This issue, hey, Ed, good morning to you, handsome. What we have going on right now, folks, is deeper than Taylor Farms. This is bigger than Taylor Farms. I put it up yesterday, North Carolina, they've had over 500 chlorospore illnesses, related illnesses, since May 1st in North Carolina. They say in North Carolina it's related to cilantro and parsley, and they haven't been able to lock down a specific farm. I'm telling y'all this because I know me, I love salsa. I love fresh veggies, you know? Like, I don't mind cooked stuff, but I love fresh stuff. You know what I mean? And especially in the summertime. Summertime is the time for what? Pasta salad, right? Salsa, dip, guacamole, you know, that might have some additives in there, you know, especially some people put onions in their guacamole. Some people, you know, we put extra stuff in your guacamole, you know what I mean? And onions aren't bad because they have a shell. It's when you get to things like lettuce, cilantro, parsley, that's where it gets a little funky. So I'm just telling y'all so that you protect yourself, okay? Because in North Carolina, they don't know where it's starting, where the source of all of this. They don't know. And it makes me feel like it's bigger than Taylor Farms. This is bigger than Taylor Farms. But we're not going to get the real truth from the government, because the government tells us whatever somebody is willing to pay them to tell us. Trump is for sale. If you can buy him. So if you can buy the president, you can't trust any of the other agencies. So by proxy, you can't trust them. So just be mindful. That's the thing that I would tell you all to be mindful. You cannot get rid of it by just washing it. That's another thing you need to understand. You can't get rid of it just washing it. You have to cook it. It needs heat. So if you're going to have cilantro, if you're going to have parsley, you can cook it. Spinach too. I love a spinach salad, but I ain't eating them right now. So if you're not growing your own spinach, you're not growing your own lettuce, be weary about eating that shit. Okay? And I'm going to show you one other thing that I had showed you the other day in relation to Taylor Farms. Hold on, let me find it. If I even have it still in this quickness. Hold on. I gave you this cheat sheet. I also put it up on my Patreon. It's in the free tier. Anybody can get it. Just search cheat sheet. I did not create this. I saw it online somewhere and was like, oh, this is beautiful. Keep you from getting them poopies. But it gives you a better understanding. Taylor Farms goes a lot deeper than you think, but it's not just Taylor Farms, okay? It's not just Taylor Farms, all right? So I just wanted to start there to say protect yourselves because people are getting sick, right? That hasn't stopped. People are getting sick, and it's going to be really hard as we continue to progress to get the answers that we need to get, okay? All right, so now I'm going to move course over to Mitch McConnell. Y'all, we still have no answers about Mitch McConnell. We still have no answers about Mitch McConnell. Still no answers. Mitch McConnell, one of the older members of Congress, of the Senate, missing in action. They claim, oh no, he's fine. I just got a sneaking suspicion. No sooner than the August deadline hits, then we'll hear what Lindsey Graham's real medical situation is. Because at that point, it's too late for anybody to force anything. You understand? I think then we'll find out. Quiet as kept, I don't think Mitch is dead. I do not think so. I do not think so. Let me tell you what I think it is. I think he probably don't even know his name Mitch no more. Which means he also is unqualified to do this damn job. But Republicans need every single vote they can get in Congress. They can't afford to lose nobody. It was already close. It was already close. So I don't think he's dead at all. I just think he's unable to do his job. And Republicans have popped so much shit about Joe Biden. They said so many things about Joe Biden. Fast forward to now, you're looking at John McCain. I said John McCain, Jesus. Sorry, John McCain. I know John up there in heaven like, how I catch a stray? Woo. How did I catch a stray? Sorry, bruh. Y'all kind of had on the same little outfit. You know, this is like the Boomer Starter Pack 3000. Let's be honest, right? Isn't this the Boomer Starter Pack 3000? They all wear these dad sneakers, certain type of jeans, button up, button up all the way up, but they leave the collar out because for some strange reason they feel like they're casual in a full ass button up top. But okay, all right, and a newspaper. I'm like, what? Mitch McConnell is unfit to do his job, but Republicans don't want to give up no seats because this is the thing. They already got John Fetterman. John Fetterman's a Democrat, but John Fetterman is moving like a Republican. You know why? And I'm going to tell you, if you live in Pennsylvania, I'm going to tell you why John Fetterman is moving like a Republican. John Fetterman is moving like a Republican because he has lost 97% of his donations. Thank you, dog lover. 97% of the donations that John Fetterman used to get, he doesn't get anymore. People figured out, you are not the guy that I voted for. You told me you were going to do X and you did Y, right? Now, remember I told you I created the government accountability toolkit, right? To help you figure out which candidates better align with your political priorities. John Fetterman told the people of Pennsylvania he was going to be a law and order senator. He was going to make sure that the law was followed the way that it should be. But then he confirmed Pam Bondi. Fetterman is a fraud. And Fetterman is also threatening if Democrats don't continue their support for I'm Real, he's going to leave the party and go to the Republican Party. Go. I say let Fetterman go. Democrats shouldn't fight over him at all. Because guess what? He would still never win in Pennsylvania as a Republican because Republicans don't trust John Fetterman either. Nobody trusts John Fetterman. Nobody. He's delusional because he thinks he can flip parties and still keep that seat. No, you can't. No, you can't. Because Republicans don't trust him in Pennsylvania and Democrats don't either. Yep. Democrats don't either. Yep, and they shouldn't. He's a turncoat. He's somebody that can't be trusted. And it makes me feel like somebody's paying John Fetterman. See, people like to say, oh, maybe he woke up to something else. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. That's not what happened. John Fetterman's getting some money somewhere. And John Fetterman is also smelling himself just like Christian Cinnamon did. And just like my man that used to be in West Virginia. Y'all know who I'm talking about. What's his name? I can't think of his name right now. He was a senator. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Joe Manchin. Yeah, it's the same thing. John Fetterman is on his Kristen Sinema Joe Manchin shit. That's all. Trying to shake Democrats down, trying to make himself more powerful than he really should be in the Senate, but he wants to be that tie-breaking vote. So he wants bootlickers. He wants people to kiss his butt. That's what John Fetterman wants. That's what he wants. The people of Pennsylvania got to send him back where they need to send him. Because I was researching some stuff about John Fetterman. Because again, I told you, I came up with the government accountability toolkit. If you want to stop voting for people that lie to you, maybe you need to understand what they're for to begin with. Maybe you need to understand what you're for to begin with. I thought I heard something. I did. Oh, my husband cutting grass outside. Yeah, that's the problem. A lot of people don't know what they're for. You say thoughts on the Senate race. It's very tight. I think that that farmer that Democrats want to put in place in Maine is a smart move. I think that Republicans in Maine are nervous because Susan Collins is not extremely popular. But this is what I would tell people. If Susan Collins wins again, what is it going to take y'all to see that independents in Maine are just unregistered Republicans? They're not. Let me tell you something. I am a registered independent, but I am a Democrat. I made that very clear. I've never meshed the things or nothing. I am a registered independent, so these political, so Democrats don't hound me. Don't nobody show up at my door. I don't get constant calls. I don't get constant emails. Mine's is just a strategic peace of mind thing. You understand? Just a strategic peace of mind. But I am a Democrat. However, by and large, when you hear somebody say, I'm an independent, I'm not loyal to no party, they're a Republican. They're just unregistered. There's no such thing. Because the parties are so polar opposite now. See, before, they used to be closer to each other than not, right? Honestly, let's be honest about this stuff. Quiet as kept, 20, 30 years ago, Democrats and Republicans were more closely aligned than different. They had a couple of differences at Holla, but ideally, they both believed in, doing work around the world to pay it forward. Because if you can show people how to survive on their own, then you ain't got to worry about illegal immigration. Right? These were the Republicans used to love immigration. Remember? Reagan loved it. But that's not the same anymore. These parties are so different now. They're not even the same. So when somebody says, I'm an independent and I'm not loyal to any party, oh, I know what you are. You're a Republican. But you're too chicken to say that you're a Republican. So you register as an independent and run around and say you're an independent, but you're a patriot first. Patriot also says you're a conservative. You're a Republican. I don't run around and call myself a patriot. When somebody calls themselves a patriot, I tend to think they're conservative. Because only conservatives speak like that. Oh, yeah, libertarians. Libertarians are nothing but conservatives that do a little bit of socialist things. Or not even socialist things. They do a little bit of liberal stuff. Right? They may wear white after Labor Day. We're not talking about anything drastic and crazy. But libertarians are nothing but conservatives with even less rules. That's it. Libertarians love deregulation more than Republicans do. More than Republicans do. They love deregulation. Say it again. Aleppo who, socialist kitten? Gary Johnson could have actually been a viable candidate. Quiet Red, we're not talking about Democrats here. I know it's hard. We're talking about Republicans. Focus, okay? Focus. Y'all be so quick, but Democrats! We're not talking about that. We're talking about Republicans. Focus. I know it hurts y'all. Because see, Red is also a Republican. Faking like an independent. You're not an independent. Because no sooner than you call Republicans out on their shit, they go, but Democrats, then you're not an independent. Because an independent, everybody catching strays. Everybody. See, if you've been to my lives long enough, you know I'm an equal opportunity critique of both parties. I just talked about recently how Nancy Pelosi been in Congress over 40 years. Her ass need to go. But Chuck Grassley's ass need to go too. Who 92 years old, still in the Senate. I talk about both. But y'all don't. No, I don't want to hear both sides corrupt, Damon. Just say you don't vote, beloved. It's okay. It's okay to not vote. I just want y'all that don't vote to be quiet. That's all. I don't talk to people who don't vote. Fuck I look like. That's like taking advice for somebody about being a parent that ain't never had no kids. What could you tell me? Nothing. You can't tell me shit about having kids. You don't have none. You don't even have no prospects. You ain't even never been pregnant. How you gonna tell me about having kids? Right. Okay. Y'all can keep listening to these people if you want to. Both sides are bad. Damon, quiet. The reason why I say be quiet because you wasn't yelling to the rafters when Israel was funding the Republicans. Quiet. You're fake and you phony. That's why I call y'all out. I call you out. Don't be mad. Don't be trying to say, oh no, I call them both out. No, you don't. No, you don't. Y'all so transparent. I call them both out. I say something about, but no, you don't. You get online and you pop shit about liberals because that shit causes engagement. It gives y'all engagement on your content. Nobody would show up if it was Republicans. But when you attack liberals, oh, that's red meat for the populace. People love that. They sit online and they attack liberals all day and don't say nothing about Republicans. It is a double standard, and that double standard been going on for a long time. And that's why y'all don't have health care. Because y'all love a double standard. You never call it out. Red 12 is YOU''RE. If you're going to try to come at me, at least have the grammar correct. I read books. I'm not into book bans. I actually read books. I even read books that might make me uncomfortable as long as the book is good. Catch that part. Listen. What you're not going to do is try to insult me and then not spell your right. Catch that part. No block yet, Nexus. I'm playing with my food a little bit this morning. No block yet. They want me to block them, but I wanted to say this because I know they full of stuff. That's why they won't say nothing when I say it. Damon, nobody can see that, beloved. Nobody can see you talk about all of that. TikTok blocked it, and I'm not going to show it to the masses. Can I just say this because I'm so proud? Because this is where I give a clap to Trump. This is what democracy looks like. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is what democracy looks like. You're typing this. Damn it, I'm going to say what I got to say and she's going to listen. But TikTok blocks it. That is democracy. Mm-hmm. America. I love this portion of America. I love how it looks. I love it when they're so upset. You're going to listen to me. I got something to say. No, I'm not. TikTok says I don't have to listen to that. He's still talking about Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris is not president. She's still rich, living her best life. And all the people who are hating on her still don't have no side teeth, still ain't got no health care, still living in a generational trailer. Again, hating on Kamala Harris doesn't change anything about your life. Nothing. Not a drop. Zero zilch. She's still fabulous. Still got her edges. Still fabulous. Right? And you still upset. Still imagine that. If you put that same amount of energy that you put into hating Kamala Harris into yourself, you could get out of that trailer. Damon, nobody can even see that comment. It took you 5 minutes. I talked through this to give you a segue to figure out what your next comment was going to be, because your first one didn't get through. Well, this one didn't get through either, right? This one didn't get through either. So keep trying, beloved. Keep trying, baby. I saw it. I can see it, but nobody else can see it. So it's almost like our own little personal connection and conversation. Right? Right? It's almost like that, you know? It's almost like that. Now, I want to be clear. There is some blockerization happening in this live. I'm just not saying it when I'm doing it. I want to be clear to y'all, okay? I haven't lost my juice. I'm still blocking. I'm just not saying nothing to them. I'm not saying, Slake, you must not have been here before, but nobody gets to come in and promise people money if you haven't slid up in my Cash App first. Blocked. My Cash App on my website. If you slide money to me, then I can tell the people you're not about that bull. But since you didn't send me nothing and you came into my first 5 people that messaged me, I'm going to send them $100. Blocked. No, you're not. And $100 ain't no money in this economy. Now, if you said $500, that'd been different. $100, you can't even get a bag of groceries at the grocery store these days. You can't even get a bag of groceries for $100 at the grocery store. So you're not flexing on nobody telling them, I give you $100. $100. I could probably fill up my gas tank and have a little change left over to go to Popeyes. You're not flexing with that. What? What? Huh? $100? This is not 2010. $100? What? Okay. That's how come I know you ain't got no money. $100. Okay. All right. I can't, what my man say, I can't get jiggy with this. What I'm supposed to do with this? $100. 100 is the new 20. Yep. I can be ungrateful. I'm ungrateful for broke people trying to pretend they have money. You're absolutely right, Candy. Yep. You should be grateful that you caught that block early. That way you don't have to sit here and listen to my foolishness. Block. Bye, Candy. Go to the Dollar Tree with $100 at this point. And that's pushing it, because y'all know the Dollar Tree went up on the 23rd again, right? Did y'all know that? That the Dollar Tree went up again on the 23rd? Just a couple days ago. Just so you know, Dollar Tree about to be 5 and below. They gonna be the new 5 and below. Cause Dollar Tree is no longer Dollar Tree. They about to be 5 and below. They should change the name of the store to, is this shit even $1? Change it to that. Yep. Cause at least that's more consistent. Is this shit even $1? Let me tell you a secret. If you want to get dollar store stuff still, go to Dollar General. Dollar General has a very nice dollar section, and they take manufacturer coupons too. Now, the Dollar Tree takes manufacturer coupons as well, but the Dollar Tree keep going up. Go to Dollar General. They have a dollar section. You can use store coupons and manufacturer coupons in Dollar General. Okay? And go get your dollar stuff over there. You say you agree, you confused going into Dollar Tree? Exactly. Because it's like $1.50 tree. At least. But I think, hold on, let me double check. Hold on, let me see. I can tell y'all right now. Because I saw somebody talking about it online, a lady that she's a Dollar Tree connoisseur. And so because she watches Okay, so it says that their prices went, you already know they had $1.50, but now $1.75 with expanded inventory up to $10. The company says that 85% of its sales still come from items priced at $2 or less. But to me, it's still false advertising. Because I'm old enough to remember when the Dollar Tree first came about. And when the Dollar Tree first came about, people wouldn't even go in there because they thought it was janky. Do y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? You remember when the Dollar Trees first came out, people would not go to them. They were like, I don't know about going to no store that everything costs $1. That don't sound like I should be there. I remember people would not go into Dollar Trees like that. They were like, that don't sound like a place I should be. It took a minute. But once people started going to Dollar Trees, then it just kept getting better. But it took a long time for Dollar Tree really to be in such competition, because in the beginning we didn't have a Dollar General. Dollar Generals and Family Dollars came about because of that Dollar Tree. Because prior to Dollar Tree, there was really no place to go to buy nothing for $1 per se. Because most people saw buying something for $1 as cheap and they wouldn't buy it. They wouldn't buy it. I'm just telling you. They would not buy it because they thought because it was $1, it wasn't no good. That's a lie. The dollar store got a lot of good stuff. I'm going to tell you a couple things in there that is real. Glasses. You can get you some decent dishes out of there. I'm going to tell you something else I get out of there. Those little microfiber towels. Those little microfiber cloths, like washcloths. When we tell you what you do, buy a pack of those. I learned this online from some other woman I saw online. Buy a pack of those things. Roll them up as individual hand towels and set them on your sink in your bathroom to use it for people to dry their hands off with. So instead of buying paper towels, buy those from the dollar store. You can get a whole pack of them for $1, I think 50 cents at this point, because those didn't go up, I don't think. You can't beat that. I'm going to tell you something. If you got one of those oil burners, buy all your scented oils from the dollar store. Do not buy that shit from department stores, craft stores. It's cheaper. Dollar store is $1.50 for the same oils, peppermint oils, rose oils, all that stuff's at the dollar store. Go to the dollar store and buy it. Makeup. I'm not a huge makeup girly, but there are a couple of things I will buy at the dollar store for my daughter because my daughter loves makeup. Dollar store got a lot of hidden gems for makeup. They're dirt cheap. And they take manufacturer coupons. Take your ass to the dollar store. Yep, skincare. Lotion, body wash, pans when you got to cook for stuff. Dollar store still has a lot of great things. They really, really do. I'm going to tell you something else. If you like dates, dollar store. Dollar store has the cheapest dates out of any store, anywhere, hands down. If you like dates, because I love dates. If you like dates, go to the dollar store. And ain't no lie on the snacks. They got bomb snacks. Bomb snacks. I'm going to tell you something else the dollar store got. If you want to keep your shoes clean, they have these little packets. They usually sell them up at the register. You got to pay attention. It comes in a little package, like about this big, right? And it says tennis shoe cleaner. Trust me on this. Buy those things. You wet that tennis shoe cleaner. It's like a sponge thingy. And you wet it. One side is all white. The other side is yellow. Like the yellow side is for scraping, getting, tough to remove spots. I am telling you, buy one of those things. It will keep your shoes looking brand new like you just bought them out the store. $1 and some change. $1 and some change. I'm telling you, the dollar store. Fake flowers, dollar store. Cleaning products. That Totally Awesome brand. One of the best cleaning brands on the market. Totally Awesome. Simply Awesome or something like that. But it just happens to be sold in the Dollar Tree. Some of the best cleaning products out there. That's Simply Awesome from the Dollar Tree. Folks be sleeping on it. They be sleeping. They got it in yellow, but Simply Awesome, they got more than just the ammonia. They got other stuff too, because they've expanded over time. I'm going to tell you another secret too. Here's another secret. Listen, if you like, you know how some people like that spray dish detergent that foams up? Let me tell you a secret so you can save money on buying that shit, okay? The dollar store sells foaming dish detergent, but it's a generic brand. Buy it for $1.25. Buy a couple of containers and fill up the name brand container and put it next to your sink. Same shit, different company. I know, I'm just telling you because I've done it. Same shit, different company. Yeah, you ain't know that, country girl? Go to the back where the cleaning section is and go where the dish detergent is. You will see they got these little, I think it's like dark blue or whatever. And they say for spray dish detergent, buy a couple of them, keep them, because they're only $1 and something, but fill up your name brand container, because it's a certain type of container they have that Dawn has to help that spray good. And I can tell you, because I've tested out the one in the dollar store, their container breaks. Their container's flimsy. It don't work as well. This is why I'm telling you, get at least one Dawn spray thing. You can buy the Dawn spray out of the dollar store too. Catch that part. Right, the pump. The pump is really what you want from Dawn. You don't care about the detergent in the container because you can get that at the Dollar Tree. The container, though, keep that Dawn spray container and just refill it with the dollar store solution. Boom. Still got spray detergent. Still got spray detergent. Still got spray detergent. I'm just telling you, one of the things that I love to do for my nieces and nephew every Christmas. I'm just telling you, one of the things that I love to do for my nieces and nephew every Christmas, I put together a care bag for them, where I go to places like Dollar General, Dollar Tree, Dollar Store, Five and Below, and I rack up on different gadgets and trinkets and things that they would need. Because that's not the stuff they usually get for Christmas, right? But it's the stuff they need. No, beloved, you need that 3-pack of deodorant. No, auntie, I don't. No, baby, you do. Trust me. Trust me, you need it. Go ahead and use that. Don't be ashamed. It's all yours. You don't even have to share it. Because I bought your brother his too. Y'all don't even have to share. Keep everybody fresh and clean. I'm just saying, make your dollars stretch, folks. Because we're in a new normal now. Don't you think? We're in a new normal now, right? I love Five and Below too, but Five and Below, just like the dollar store, is a whole lot of stuff in Five and Below that ain't Five no more. But when I go to Five and Below, these are the things I chase. Notebooks. Ooh, Five and Below is a notebook heaven. If you love notebooks and journals and stuff like that, go to Five and Below. I always get the best books, best journals, best writing tablets out of Five and Below. Hands down. Well, will you find stuff in the dollar store? Yeah. But and you'll find stuff in Dollar General, but not like Five and Below. Five and Below has the best journals and notebooks. Oh, I love them. I love them. I love that. I love skincare products out of Five and Below. Chargers. I don't never pay full price for no charger. I pay $5 for a charger. $5. I don't know how y'all still paying $30 for a charger. Five and Below chargers are heavy duty, and they're only $5. Phone stands, selfie sticks, pillows, stuff for your pets, little stereos, all types of stuff. No, I've never heard of King Dollar, country girl. I've never heard of that. We don't have that. I find my clothes from secondhand stores. Just bought black Pumas for $2.50. Oh, that's nice. That's nice, Tommy. That's smart. And go to your thrifts. Listen, to Tommy's point, go to your thrift stores to save money these days, folks, and not Goodwill. Goodwill is not a good thrift store to go to. Go to your hole-in-the-wall thrift stores. The places that you go, ugh, this little nasty in here. I bet you they got some good stuff in that store. You too caught up in the aesthetics. You can wash those things that you buy. Dry clean those things that you buy. Stop being bougie. Go in those stores and get to digging. Okay? Go in them stores and get to digging. And you know why Walmart got so many stuff on sale? Walmart having a hard time selling stuff because Walmart price is too high. I wait till the stuff go on clearance at Walmart. Walmart is way too expensive for clothes these days. Walmart is giving Target prices, and I don't even shop at Target. I be walking through Walmart like, oh, you a whole lot. I'm not paying that for no shirt. $25. This is Walmart. Just wait for it to go on clearance. Trust me, wait for it to go on clearance, because this is what I can tell you about Walmart. They don't send their stuff back because people aren't buying it. They mark it down, baby. They mark down. Walmart marks down. And they'll keep marking down until they can sell it. It's not too many times that they're going to just get rid of it. They don't really do that. Walmart, when it comes to clothes, they just keep marking. You just got to get back there to that. See, I'm a person, when I go to shop, I start at the clearance rack. Why would I pay full price if I don't have to? Stop giving these people your money. You work hard, and you deserve to keep more of your money in your pocket. Start at the clearance rack. Start at clearance and work your way backwards. Y'all be doing the other thing. Y'all go to full price and then go to clearance. Who does that? Start at clearance and work your way back. Because let me tell you something. If companies didn't want you to buy clearance stuff, they wouldn't have clearance stuff. That's them still trying to recoup their investment. So wait for them. You got to learn to practice some patience too. I think a lot of times people don't want to be patient because in their minds, right? In their minds, I want it now. No. Start at clearance. Start at clearance and work your way back. Real talk. Start at clearance and work your way back. I'm going to give you another secret. JCPenney's. Well, if y'all still got a JCPenney's in y'all area. But if you got a JCPenney's or Macy's, right? Go to their clearance rack first when you go in those stores. But before you go in the store, I'm going to tell you a secret for both of those stores. Kohl's too. Kohl's is the same way. Now that I think about it. Yeah, Kohl's is another one. These three stores, you need to approach this the same way. Okay? Before you go into those stores, get on your phone and go to their websites on your phone. Scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page. Most people don't go to the bottom of the page, and they know you won't. But scroll all the way to the bottom of the page, and you're going to see a link for coupons. All these stores give store coupons, but most people don't scroll to the bottom of the page on their website on their cell phone. Scroll to the bottom of the page. You're going to see something that say coupons. You're going to click that link. And they give you all types of coupons. Coupons for jewelry, coupons for clothes, coupons for this, coupons for that. Right? And some of those coupons you can use on clearance items. And get this. You don't even have to print out the coupon. They'll scan it off your phone. They'll scan it off your phone. You just show them your phone. They'll scan it with the wand. Yes, Darren, I vote blue. Do you? Only thing I saw somebody say about the bonus bucks, Cassie, that's the only thing I hate about Kohl's. I don't never forget about them Kohl's bucks. They can keep that shit. Because I always forget. Once I leave Kohl's, I forget all about them Kohl's bucks. I forget all about them. You say no, you're against slave masters? Oh, so you vote Republican. Because all of them are sheeps enslaved, Darren. But anyway, we're talking about things that are way more beneficial, Darren. We don't care about that. Let me let you go. What is it? It's July? I guess you're going to be getting ready to work part-time as Santa because there ain't enough in your Social Security. Good luck with that. Block. Nobody want to hear that shit. I just let you think I was caring. I really don't care. I don't care. But all three of those stores, Kohl's, Macy's, and what was the other one? I forget. Kohl's, Macy's, and the other one. They all give you store coupons that you can use that work on clearance. Every time. He said slave master, child. You know Republicans love to say that. Well, Democrats are for slavery. Well, actually, those Democrats, those Dixiecrats, they turned into Republicans. Child, I don't even fight these people anymore. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Now, y'all, I want to... Hold on, someone in the wrong pipe. I want to tell y'all a couple of things before we wrap up this morning and I get to the Uncensored Live. I got a question for y'all. Anybody out here use Shopify? I'm telling you because you need to know where your money's going. So anybody out here use Shopify for their business? Because y'all need to, you need to understand what's going on. Okay, well, let me tell y'all what's happening. Because, honey, the internets are talking. Okay, so I have no idea why this was done, but the Shopify CEO decided he wanted to get in on saying something stupid. He decided to put his foot in his mouth. Okay, now I want y'all to listen to this. Ooh, somebody said 55 and older discount at Ross on Tuesdays. Ooh, that's good to know. I only got a couple more years to get that discount. Can I tell you, I'm waiting so bad to get my discounts. I can't wait to flex on people to get my discounts. But anyway, listen. So the CEO of Shopify, I want y'all to know where your money's going, has said this. He said, what about weighted voting proportional to the level of income tax you pay? No income tax paid, no vote. $1 to $100,000, one vote. 100,000 to 200,000, two votes, and so on. Cap it at 5 votes for $500,000. For those that constantly complain about the wealthy not paying tax fair share, they'd have nothing to worry about, right? Why not reward representation of taxation and build a democracy around those that foot the bill? The CEO of Shopify said that if you make less than $100,000, I'm sorry, if you don't pay any income tax, you shouldn't get to vote. And if you make anywhere between $1 and 100,000, you get one vote. But then if you make more, the more money you make, the more votes you get. I keep trying to tell y'all, these rich people don't like you. You see how they talk? When you leave them to their vices and you just let them talk, they say this stuff out loud. And I bet you when he wrote that, he thought he was flexing. I'm going to show these poor people something. I'm going to show them that they need me. Tax the rich. They own your government. When rich people have enough money to buy your government and it still not have no impact on their wealth, they have too much money. You're not taxing them enough. And I'm still trying to understand people who make $50,000 a year worried about millionaires paying taxes. Why are you in that business? You're a thousandaire. Why are you in the business of a millionaire, a billionaire, a trillionaire? You're a thousandaire. Why do you care what they pay in taxes? They don't give a damn about you except they want you to pay their share. But when I saw this, it reminded me, I'm so glad I left Shopify and haven't gone back. I'm so glad I did that. I'm so glad I did that and didn't go back. What I look like putting money in his pocket? What I look like putting money in his pocket? He thinks people who don't earn an income are worthless and shouldn't be able to vote. Why the hell would I put any money in his pockets? Y'all need to go back to shaming people who think like this. Real talk. No, Dr. Jeff, I don't have any work today. It's kind of like your dad. You know, he hasn't had work since he came out the womb. Blocked. I think he thought I was going to be hurt by his comment. Why? I keep listen, to those MAGA who come to my live, I keep telling y'all, you could never insult me. I could never be offended by people that I know are beneath me. Never. That's just never going to happen. I think you're beneath me. So it's impossible for me to be offended by anything you say to me. Because I know you watch me every day. TikTok tells me. So I keep telling y'all, some of my biggest fans are MAGAs, or as I call them, maggots. Some of my biggest fans are maggots. And it's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna tell y'all something I heard this morning. Okay, y'all heard about that bridge opening up over the weekend? The new bridge, that bridge between, I think, Canada and Michigan, the whole big, huge bridge. And they didn't invite Donald Trump to the opening of that bridge. Y'all remember, y'all heard about that this weekend, right? Because Trump been talking about annexing Canada. Would you invite him? I wouldn't. So Canada's like, no, we not being fucking nice no more. That's the end of that shit, right? Now, the original agreement was drafted in 2012 because Canada absorbed all the costs to build this bridge. I think Michigan did a little bit of something, but Canada did the majority of the cost. They absorbed all of that. So the agreement was when the bridge opens, Canada gets to collect fees from people using said bridge, and Canada's going to get all of their money back. And then Michigan gets some money back too. Well, Trump has decided he's going to change the plan and make it so Michigan don't get shit back. He says the federal government getting that money. Michigan gets nothing. And you know what I said? Good. Hey, I keep telling folks, elections matter. Y'all don't believe it. The only reason why Donald Trump is able to do all the shit he's able to do is because Republicans won't do their job. That's it. But if you had the right Congress, Donald Trump, you wouldn't be at war right now. You wouldn't have all these issues right now. Donald Trump's still trying to figure out how to get out of this war with Iran. He even tried to bribe these people. He tried to give them money, and them people still like, nope. We ain't opening nothing. Shouldn't have brought your ass over here starting it. I love this for him. He went over there, started a war with a country, and he's trying everything in his power to get out of it. Threats, weapons. It ain't quiet as kept, country girl. It's not even about oil. It's not about oil. Not now. And quiet as kept, I don't think it ever was. I don't think it ever was. A lot of this goes back to Donald Trump is chasing Obama's shadow. And keep in mind, he can't run, so he's walking extremely slow. But a lot of this goes back to just good old hatred and racism. He dreams about that black man every night, all night long. Donald Trump, he dreams about Barack Obama. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't have a picture of Barack Obama on his nightstand. So he could turn over and look at it and go every night before he go to sleep and go, listen, I know I tell people that I don't love you, but I love you. Without me, there would be no you. Without you, there would be no me. I need you. You light up my life. I love you. I'll see you in the morning. And he goes to sleep and he wakes back up. And the very first thing he does, first thing in the morning, hello, Barack. Good morning, Barack. Did you sleep well? I'm telling you, that man is obsessed. Obsessed. That's envy. That's every time I see Trump, I think about that Mariah Carey song, Why You So Obsessed With Me? That's what it is. Trump is just like that for Obama, literally. He online looking, where he go, who like him, where he travel to. This man is he's in love with him. To the point that it's a hatred, but there's a love. There's a certain level of respect there too. Because Barack Obama has the adoration that Trump is always fiending for, but he can never get it. He can never get people to love him the way people love Barack Obama. Because I'm going to tell you something that I know about Trump. Because shiesty people, I met many of shiesty people in my life, and I'm sure y'all have too. But I'm going to tell you something about shiesty people. When people get on their knees for shiesty people, they don't trust them. They don't trust them, right? Carla, you're Delulu much. Stay out the sun. You're developing jowls, beloved. I know you didn't come in my live talking all that ringaroo with that skin looking like old leather. I know you didn't. Oh, she got blocked. She got dad's boot. I'm like, hold up. Usually, I don't say nothing, but I'm like, I look at that avatar. I'm like, girl, I know you didn't come in here and get sassy. When you trying all levels of hocus pocus to keep that skin tight. But okay. All right. We're probably the same age. Hell, I'm probably younger. Catch that part. I mean, no, I'm probably older. Catch that part. Hell, I'm older than Lauren Loomer. And you see how she looks. I keep telling folks, hate and evil, that will age you too. Thank you, country girl. I'm telling you, hate and being evil and hateful, that will age you too. Have you aging like spoiled milk in a hot car? Y'all gotta learn to let that shit go. Let go of that. I'm serious. Let that go. Now, I want to tell y'all about some information that the Ukrainians shared over the weekend that Zelensky told us. And y'all need to know this because you need to be asking your government why nothing's happening about it. Okay? Zelensky said that Russian satellites photographed 4 U.S. air bases. Okay? Russian satellites, they photographed 4 U.S. air bases on July 19th through the 20th. 2 in Bahrain, 1 in Jordan, and 1 in Kuwait. Okay? Now, Zelensky says that those images went to Iran before the strikes to help the Iranians plan exactly where their strikes would be so they would be successful. And they said after the strikes, it wasn't a one-off. Now, keep in mind, the president says he doesn't believe Russia or China are helping Iran because the Russians and the Chinese told him that they're not. And Donald Trump says since they told him that they're not helping, he believes them. See? I love you too, Winter. I love that Zelensky's calling it out. Donald Trump is a traitor. But not just him, the entire Republican Party. I keep telling y'all, the Republican Party to me are terrorists, domestic terrorists. They know what Trump is doing. They don't care either. They don't care either. They don't care either. So I like that it's all being exposed because when all of this is over, Republicans are going to try to pretend that they never participated in this. Watch. Yep, and you're right, Michelle. Follow the money. All of this really goes back to money. I know people think it's oil and ultimately it's about money. All the rich people fighting about who gets to be the richest. That's why y'all need to tax their ass. Tax them. Because you hear people say, oh, the rich are going to leave. Bye. Bye. Let them leave. Where they going to go? Ain't too many places that rich people can go and not get taxed that they want to be. Russia? They ain't going to want to go there. They don't want to go to Russia. Out of fear that the government will take all their stuff. So they don't want to go there. Most of the countries that they could move to and not pay taxes, they don't want to live in. They want to be here. Now, over the weekend, I did see that Jared Kushner's father, I thought this was a touching story. Jared Kushner's father moved out of New York City. He sure did. He moved down to Florida. That's fine. But he moved out of New York, he said, because he doesn't feel like Ma'am Donnie wants him there anymore. Fine. Leave. And then he accused Ma'am Donnie of hating the Jays. Further from the truth. Bye. What it is he don't want to pay no fucking taxes. Pay your way. Rich people are using your roads. They use your fire departments. They use your police departments. They use all these public resources, but they never want to pay. Make them pay. Real talk. They only don't pay because you don't force it. Ma'am Donnie is doing great things in New York. And I'm going to tell you why so many elected officials don't like him. Because there are even Democrats that don't like Ma'am Donnie. You know why? Because Ma'am Donnie makes you start to think, well, how come that's not happening here? How come our government's not doing that here in my local area? How come we don't get access to no free child care? How come we don't get no access to food? How come that's what's happening? Y'all watching. You're watching and you start thinking, you're going, well, wait a minute. We're paying all this money. Well, when are we going to get some of the stuff that those people are getting? How come we can't get it? You know what Ma'am Donnie is showing y'all? It was never that your governments couldn't do things for you. They didn't want to. Everything Ma'am Donnie is doing, any mayor before him could have done. They didn't want to do it. I saw Ma'am Donnie refuse to raise. Good. And I like that he said, I'm already making money. I'm making good money in this job. I'm pretty sure the people of New York City, their priority is not making sure I get a raise. He's right. But when you're only there to line your pockets, that's what happens. That's why Congress is always, you heard Mike Johnson say to you a couple weeks ago, well, we have to do trading because we can't afford our families on $174,000 a year and stipends for living and food and travel. That takes us well over $200,000 a year. That's just not enough money. How will we feed ourselves? They have become an exclusive club of rich people, so they can't see themselves in you. So because they're unable to see themselves in you, what they will do, though, is point out, oh, look at that illegal. If it wasn't for them, you'd have more money in your paycheck at work. Go hate that illegal. Hate that woman. Yeah, that woman sitting at the desk with you. If that woman wasn't there, you'd be making more money. Hey, it's those black people. If it wasn't for those black people, you could have had a house by now. That's what they do. But what they don't tell you is you don't have a house because your money hasn't increased over the years. You've been working that job, showing up at work, showing up on time, doing your damn job, and you ain't no closer to a finish line for it. No closer to a finish line. But you know who's living the American dream? And this is why they always tell you America's so great. Your congressman, your senator. That's why they're always bragging on how great America is, because it's great for them. They have multiple homes. They go on multiple vacations a year. They barely work. They vote for their own raises. They do insider trading. Don't go to jail. Why would you get a real job again? Why would you get a real job again? Don't make sense. They don't have to work. You said, what was that? My husband getting ice. Everybody like, what? That's why y'all saw that face like. But that's where we are, folks. Congress is an exclusive club, and they're going to do it. Why you think they working so hard for things not to change during midterms? Republicans, this is a field day. I keep telling you, if you haven't seen this movie, go watch it. Go watch Die Hard with a Vengeance. What you're watching is Die Hard with a Vengeance, but done in a different way. So instead of all the guys being from another country, showing up in dump trucks, trying to steal gold bars, they're doing it different. But it's still the same thing. It's still the same thing. You're being robbed in slow motion. They're robbing you. They're taking your money. And folks are just going, is somebody going to do something? Yeah, you're that somebody. Congress, let me tell you something. Congress works when you make them. I'll just say it like that. Congress works when you make them. If you don't make them work, they don't work. Your Congress is only as tough and as good as you want them to be. Okay? Now, I want to tell you about something that the Senate did. The Senate rejected the NDAA 50-46. The U.S. military will not be merging with AMRILs. You like that proof of life costume, Excalibur? Look, I have another one because I keep saying Mitch is just fine. Folks need to chill out, stop stressing him about it. He's chilling. He got some of the biggest name people that have been coming out to visit him and make sure that hold on, I gotta find it. Hold on. Okay, we're gonna use this one. Yeah, it's they went to go see it. They went to go see it. They went to go see it. They 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 stuff and they talk all these things, but they went to go see it. 'Cause that's usually how it goes. The people who yell the loudest are the are the very people up in the front. In the front. All they did was put more money in the pockets of Christopher Nolan and all the other people who were doing it. So thank y'all for helping Christopher Nolan. Y'all know the White House correspondence dinner. The rescheduled one was this weekend. This is why I tell y'all to stop listening to that mainstream media because they claim they gonna give it to you straight, but not gonna yeah, if And then she turns around to go reach for something, and the gremlin in the trench coat, and he's just like, ha! That's how she is. I'm like, every fucking day. Every day. Nobody cares to see what's up under that trench coat, beloved. They see all these stains and stuff on the outside of the coat. They don't want to even know what's up under it. Just gone somewhere. Jesus. Every day. Same old thing. But they say every day I gotta fight to prove my love. Those who know what movie that's from know what it's from. That's my movie right there. Every day I got to fight to prove my love. You like, what? And sis didn't care. She didn't care. She's like, oh, well, listen. Say it again, Deshandra. You got it. 5 Heartbeats. I love that. I love that movie. Nights like this, I wish raindrops would fall. Man, don't play with me. I love that movie. I love that movie. You just want to be me. I'm Eddie Kane Jr. Okay. All right. I love me some 5 Heartbeats. And say sugar sugar. That's my favorite song. Just in case, yeah, not all that he seems. That's when they hit that scene right there, I'm like this, honey. When they hit that just in case, shubba-doo, I be like, yes, hey, don't play with me. I love me some 5 Heartbeats. I could watch that movie. I can't even tell you how many times I've seen it. I can't even tell you how many times I've seen it. I love 5 Heartbeats. Shubba-doo. Let me stop. Listen, because y'all know me. I'll go off into a diatribe. I love me some 5 Heartbeats. I love 5 Heartbeats. Now, folks, this morning, we're going to go into, I got some more news for us to talk about, but I got stuff to show you. And when I show you some of the things, I want to show y'all this morning a discussion. Wait a minute. Wait for it. Let me prepare y'all for who this discussion is with. A discussion between Hunter Biden and Nick Fuentes. I didn't know that was the conversation that I needed to see. I didn't know that. And I didn't know, well, I did know this part. I knew that Nick Fuentes has never really been around anybody that would challenge him on his stuff. Oh, wasn't it beautiful, Lily? Hunter Biden's like, not around me. The thing is, I can just tell, I don't think Hunter Biden is a racist. Not Hunter Biden. You could probably say a whole lot of things about that guy, but I don't think he's a racist. Nick Fuentes, though, my thing with Nick Fuentes is your last name is Fuentes. And you right, Hunter was in the streets. That's the thing that gets me. Your last name is Fuentes. He's not white. He's cosplaying. What gets me is nobody calls him out on it. I am waiting for somebody to debate Nick Fuentes and say, listen, I get all those things that you're saying, but you're not white. Your last name is Fuentes. Why are you still here? Why don't you go back to where your family came from? Because at some point, your people had to immigrate into here. So why don't you go back and make your country great again? Nobody ever says it to him, no. I be salivating, waiting for that. Right. Need Ann Coulter. Listen, I don't even like Ann Coulter. But can I say, I love how she drags that Vivek Ramaswamy. I love how she drags him. I don't even like her. But I love how she drags that man. She be like, you're not white. We don't like you. Thank you, Ann. Because I tried to tell him he don't listen to me. He's clueless. Yeah, she said it right to his face. And he just like this. Look, this is him while she's saying it. Fighting to everything in his being to keep that smile going. Look. It's like, what are you smiling for? She called you subhuman. That's how much he hates himself and his brown skin. And he darker than me, mind you. That's how much he hates his brown skin. He'll even let them be racist in his face. Something wrong with these people. Something's wrong. But listen, it goes back to what I said a long time ago. Indians that come from India, some of them can be some of the most racist. That's some of the reasons why I'd be like, yeah, cut that immigration stuff off. Cut it off. Let's end that. This is where I'm starting to agree with Trump. Let's end that. Because I'm telling you, Indians got issues with color. They got issues with color because they got their own problem in their own country. They got that caste system in their own country. They got color issues in their own country. And they bring that same mindset here because they don't like to be brown. They don't like to be brown. They want to be white, but you're not. You're not. And that's why if I interact with an Indian person and I feel like they coming across as racist, I call them out. I'm like, hold up. How you acting offended and you darker than me? Your name's not Tom. You know your first name got 32 letters in it. Stop the cap. So since we're going to be ignorant, let's be ignorant together. Yep. I don't give no wiggle room for the shit. If we're going to be ignorant, we're going to be ignorant together. Yup. I'm going to remind you, you're not who you're pretending to be, and your name is not Sarah. Stop. Nope. That's why I don't call Nikki Haley. She is Namrita. Her name is Namrita. You do a disservice allowing her to lie and pretend that her name is Nikki. Nope. 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 Namrita. I don't call Rafael Cruz Ted Cruz. He is Rafael Cruz. His first name is not Ted. He's a Hispanic man cosplaying as a white man. Rafael is his name. Call him by his name. Right? Bobby Jindal, I looked him up. I forget what that first name is, but his first name ain't Bobby. See, that's why if he introduced himself to me, hey, I'm Bobby Jindal, I would say, your name not Bobby. What is your real name? What's on your ID? Why does that matter? Because I want to know what they really call you. What's your real name? The fuck? Stop allowing folks to align themselves. Yeah, Pishish. No wonder he changed it to Bobby. Because the jokes write themselves. Because Americans are ignorant, right? Americans are ignorant. With a name like that. Oh, with a name like that. And you know what? You mentioned Cash Patel. And I crack up. Cash Patel is a hardcore cosplayer. If you shut your eyes, close your eyes, you would swear that's a white man talking when Cash Patel talks. And I'm not saying it because he doesn't have an accent. That's not why I'm saying that shit. That's not why. It's the things he talks about, the way he acts. The woman that he's dating right now, I can't fathom that his parents is okay with that. Because I'm going to tell you something about Indian parents. They expect you to bring home an Indian spouse. And I'm not saying it like it's a bad thing. I'm just telling you the truth. That's the expectation. So I'm going, it's no fucking way his parents are okay with that. Because I know she can't cook. I know she can't cook. She ain't that good of a singer. So I know she can't cook. And I know his parents are like, what? How will our grandkids eat? She doesn't cook. Yeah, I know I got a picture on the screen, Mose. Did you know that I read my comments and then block people that I feel are too loud and talking too much? Bye, Mose. See? We both just learned something. You learned to come into the live and be quiet and tread lightly. And I learned that I have a great side eye because I thought I saw something. Because I was looking over here, but I thought I saw, you know how you feel it in your spirit? I felt it in my spirit. Shenanigans afoot. Block. Yep. I don't need y'all to talk to me. Now, this afternoon, just to let y'all know, I think I'm going to do a live on YouTube because I'm on my last couple of time that I need with getting my YouTube to where I want to get it to. So I will be on there this afternoon sometime. I don't know what time though. So, but I'll be around. So I'll keep y'all posted. But I might put a post or something on my Patreon to tell you when I'm on YouTube this afternoon. But I'm gonna get on YouTube and play around. I'm really trying to, every platform is different. Every platform is different. They are not the same beasts. None of these platforms. They're all different. So I'll be around sometime this afternoon. Listen, I want to thank y'all for coming through. I appreciate you for coming through. I want to remind you, don't forget to check out the Straight No Chaser podcast. The season finale for season 2 will be on Wednesday. I'm recording that podcast today. And the last podcast for this season for me, I'm talking about artificial intelligence and how humanity, y'all got to back away from it a little bit. And I wanted to talk about this in this final episode after I did that video about the group on Reddit where the women have AI boyfriends and they've been getting engaged to their AI boyfriend. And I said, you know what? We done jumped the shark. Humanity's jumped the shark. They've stopped thinking for themselves because somebody told them a smart computer was in the room. And quiet as kept, AI ain't that smart. It's never as smart as people think that it is. Never. And then I saw another thing, a story about a guy. Men, go to the doctor, okay? This guy, he was having problems with something with his foot or something. So he was talking to AI so that AI could tell him what was wrong with him. He wouldn't go to a doctor. By the time he went to a doctor, it was so bad they had to amputate that foot. AI had been telling him something, but all of it was wrong. That's not a person. That's a computer. You can't lean on computers like that and stop using your brain. Use your damn brain. Whatever happened to thinking? And then I did see that one about one AI take over another. Can I tell y'all this as somebody that comes from cybersecurity and privacy? The only way for that model to try to break into a system, somebody had to be coaching it and coding it to do so. That shit ain't go rogue. Don't buy into that. Thank you for that, Cedric. Don't buy into that. Don't buy into it. I'm telling you. It's hard to get AI to talk about certain things without it saying to you, well, I can't talk about that. But you mean to tell me they were able to take that same model and then that model just instantly got a mind of its own and decided to go start breaking into somebody else's stuff? Ain't no Skynet. No. OpenAI ain't Skynet. Now, I'm not saying it couldn't never get there, but it ain't Skynet. OpenAI ain't that smart. You got none of the AI that we're accessing really is that smart. You got to think about it. AI is a collection of information that's fed to it from humans. Question: how many stupid people you know? All right, then. A lot, right, Keita? Okay. And quiet as kept, AI gets it wrong more than it gets it right. That's why you need to know if you're using it so that you can call it out when it's wrong. Because when you tell it, hey, that's wrong, you know what it'll say? You're right. I was wrong. Wait a minute. So if you knew you was wrong, then why the hell would you tell me? Because it's just saying anything. It's saying what it thinks you want to hear. That isn't always the truth. Wake up to that. I just want y'all to wake up to it so people don't fall for the okie doke. I'm not saying that some of this ain't out of control. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is this ain't no damn Skynet. Nah. We don't even have the power for it. They need more data centers. And y'all done caught on to the data centers. So now it's a problem. See, before you didn't understand where the problem was, but now it's a data center. You say, is the picture in the top real? Constance. I'm about to say, Constance cry, Constance cry, Constance cry, my friend. Constance can fulfill your needs. Winter, spring, or fall. Y'all know what that's from. I'm sorry, I can't be serious. I'm sorry. As soon as I saw it, it made me think about it. Because that scene, I hate that damn scene. I hate that scene. I hate that scene. I'm being honest. I hate that scene. The girls are pretentious. The men are lame. And I didn't like how they treated Lewis. They said they were his. No, you're fine, Constance. They said that they were Lewis's friend. They were not Lewis's friend. No sooner than Lewis was down on his luck, them people acted like they didn't even know him. They acted like they didn't even know him. So, every time I see that scene, I'm always like, I can't stand these heifers. I'm glad Lewis got out on top. I'm glad he did. Now, listen, I thank y'all for being here this morning. I'm going to start wrapping up because we're about to get on to do the Patreon live show. Listen, during the week, I do a live uncensored show Monday through Thursday. That's for my paid tiers. But then on Fridays, I do a free show every Friday, which is called my Freebie Friday show. If you're interested in that, come on over to the Patreon, signing up is free, and you'll enjoy yourself. Thank you so much for that. I think your name is Wendy. It's hard to read the text in here, but thank you so much. I appreciate that. But I love you guys. Listen, we got over 100,000 likes this morning. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. We got over 70 shares. Thank you so much for that. I wanted to tell you something extra in case so that you don't forget. Remember, I told y'all that bridge opened today between Canada and Michigan, right? That bridge, that crossover. Trump added a 50% tariff on Canada because of it. So I don't know if you're doing any business with Canadian businesses and you're a business owner. So I'm just making you aware because he's slapped a 50% tariff on Canadian products. So just in case if your business might be impacted by that, you can pivot and try to figure out something else. Yeah, he's a child. Essentially, our government is being controlled by a big old man child. But I do love the fact that Trump not only stepped in it with Iran, but he stepped in it with the BBC too, because he sued them and the BBC is requesting for Trump's financials. They said, open your books, because Trump claimed that the things that the BBC said about him messed with his money. So they're saying, prove it. So once they said, prove it, we want access to his books, then Trump's lawyers say, well, it wasn't that. The president's feelings were hurt. Well, guess what? You can't sue because your feelings was hurt. Nobody gives a damn about your feelings. So now the BBC is threatening to countersue. Yep. They said, nah, what you not going to do is keep filing lawsuits that we got to pay lawyers for your bullshit. I'm telling you, this is how you stop people like Trump. You got to match this is why I keep telling y'all, you got to match the energy. Don't fight with conservatives. When they say, I'm glad that they're deporting people, say, I'm glad too. Yep. I'm glad. And then you segue onto other things. And I'm also glad that I no longer have to pay to clean up after storms in Kentucky. I'm tired of paying for them lazy people. They should leave Kentucky if they tired of their house getting blown up or blown apart from a tornado. Why did I have to pay for that? Match their energy. Watch how quick they change. Oh, no, I didn't mean it like that. That's when you say, I did. I meant exactly what I said. Don't back off of it. Don't back off of it. Because I'm telling you, that's the stuff that makes them reassess. I tell you, I want the federal government to repossess all these motorized scooters that all these boomers got. Every boomer that hates socialism, but we paid for their motorized scooter, I wish they had a remote switch to make the engine no longer work. Real shit. Because if you don't like socialism, then you shouldn't get no free scooter. You shouldn't get no free scooter. That's why I say call it out. I love y'all. I appreciate you being here this morning. Like I said, don't forget to check out the Straight No Chaser podcast. New episode on Wednesday, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I love y'all. As I'm wrapping up, I want to send a shout out to my top 5 gifters. I try to do this every live. Number 1, handsome Cedric Williams. Thank you so much, handsome. Number 2, beautiful Tally 1. Thank you so much, beautiful. Number 3, beautiful Kanique 2151. Thank you, beautiful. Number 4, Miss Beautiful Keita. Thank you, beautiful. Number 5, handsome Marky. Thank you, Marky. And a beautiful number 6, a special shout out to Dee and Deary. Thank you so much, beautiful. Dinner was wonderful. I had a great time. Great time. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I made my banana water. That was too strong and it was unbalanced. Can I tell you something? I made it again yesterday. And it's so good. 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 I made it again. When they say coconut water, it's not that. It's mine's is banana water. What did I change? I put less libation in it. I put more water in it to give it more of a balance. So you get a small undertone of the rum on the back, but it's mostly what you're getting is this subtle banana flavor. It's not that sweet. I found it on Instagram. Just go on Instagram and search up banana water. It's this Hispanic guy. I forget his name, but that's the guy that I found the recipe under. Yep. I think I did. Look, I left before the jug was empty. So I'll see my girlfriend on Friday, so I'll know. But I learned a lesson. Next time, I won't bring a banana-based drink to an event because there were a couple people there who were allergic to banana. They liked it. They drank it. And then their throat started itching. And then the lady asked me, hey, do you have banana in there? And I said, yeah. She said, oh, I can't have banana. She said, but it tastes good though. I said, next time, note taken, I'll bring the other one instead. Because everybody can't have banana. And I asked her, was she good with coconut? She said, yeah, I'm good with coconut, but not with banana. So I was like, all right, got you. Note taken. So, yeah. So, I got it. You're allergic to bananas too? I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm being honest. I didn't even know that was a thing. Be careful with coconut and mango. Ah, okay, good to know. Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing, but it is a thing. And there were a couple of people there who are allergic to banana. And as much as they wanted to have it, their throat started itching immediately. And so I was like, and I told the lady, I said, oh, that's a banana-based thing. You shouldn't have any more of that. She said, I'm glad you told me. She said, because I like it. It's really good. And I keep sipping on it. Now I know why my throat's itching. I was like, yeah, you might want to take a Benadryl. Oh, you too? Yeah, see? Being allergic to banana is a thing. Dang, no banana pudding for y'all. Oh my gosh. I don't have any of those allergies. Banana, pineapple, none of that. My body just takes it all. Now, I am lactose intolerant, but that's an L I'm usually willing to take. That's an L I'll take. I'll take that L. I started to take one at Costco yesterday because I started to get that strawberry cheesecake Sunday thing. I started to. I was that close. I said, girl, leave here. Leave here while you still got your guts intact. I just left. I said, you don't need that. You know you don't need that. But I wanted it, but I didn't get it, but I wanted it. They had mac and cheese at that thing. I didn't eat no mac and cheese. I wanted it, but I was like, I'm in mixed company, right? And I don't know how long it'll be before that mac and cheese kick in. So I'm not going to eat that. I stayed away from that. I ain't do nothing creamy because I just didn't want to be like running. Where's the bathroom? Huh? Y'all remember that scene in Color Purple when Celie was trying to pack up and she running all through and the camera following her as she running all trying to pack up and then she run into Mister? That's how I would have been looking for the bathroom. Huh? Yeah, so I didn't eat no mac and cheese. They can keep it. I'm good. You can keep it. Listen, I love y'all. I appreciate you. I'll see you on TikTok tomorrow morning. Listen, don't let nobody live rent free in your head, folks. Yep, just like him and white chicks. Feet all messed up and knees all buckled, everything. That would have been me. You know what? Hey, MC Apri, listen, sir, I got to plant something. Listen, the wasp and the hornets ran me out of there. So I bought me a bee suit. So I got to wear my bee suit to go back out there because the wasps and the hornets, they ran me out. They ran me out. I couldn't do it. I tried. They ran me out. They won. They ran me out. So I bought a bee suit. So now I got to go back out there in my bee suit to plant my stuff. Yeah, they ran me out, man. They ran me out of here. I got stung. It's just all types of things. I said, you know what? Y'all can have it. I let them have it. But I'm going back. Well, actually, I do have something out there. I got some rosemary out there and I got basil out there. That's all I got for now. But I'm going to go out there. But listen, I love y'all. I'll see y'all in a second over on Patreon. I'll be there in a second. And I'm going to tell you how I always tell you. Don't let nobody live rent free in your head, folks. Don't feed no trolls. And you can accomplish anything you put your mind to as long as you stay consistent. Peace. And it was good seeing you again, MC Apri. It's good seeing you again. I still have that other account. I just haven't posted in a while. But good seeing you again, bruh. Everybody have a great and beautiful day. And I'll see you soon. And I'll see the rest of you on Patreon in just a second. Bye-bye, everybody. Love you. And this recording will be up on not on TikTok, on YouTube today for anybody who missed it. Love you.